it's amazing. People do forget. They see. When they see veterans, a lot of times they're the older veterans, and they've experienced.
Hi everybody, my name is James.
When they serve, but
I'm a little nervous.
really
This is my first
so
one.
Often, we're young kids.
Yeah, I'm a disabled veteran. I got a small little machine shop down here in my basement.
In essence, 23 years.
I'm just posting the videos of some of the projects I do, and I'm just looking for some support. Doesn't necessarily have to be financial, but any ideas, any help I can get on some of these things that I'm doing, and that'd be fantastic. Ideas, things I'm doing something wrong, stuff like that. And right here, what you're looking at is a CNC router that I started from nothing, just from an idea, and started putting it together. And as I'm going along, I'm going to take you guys with me.
I gotta be honest.
I wanted to start the video sooner in the construction, but I kind of had to wait a little bit on the
I think that if
expenses to purchase the camera, the card, the electrical system also, which I actually got on eBay, a really good deal. Saved myself over 350 bucks.
I don't think anybody could say honestly, look at themselves in the mirror and honestly say, you know what?
I got my
on a grenade.
Equipment in today, and I am ready to rock and roll. The camera, I dusted it off now that it's been sitting in my house for 2 weeks, and I'm ready to go.
I will put my life.
Let's see here. I started off with
that's almost like
a 2x2 frame with the 80-20 extruded aluminum,
that have done it, and
2x2 aluminum extrusions. Excuse me.
That I would die on a grenade. I
also have the
can't say that I would do that.
The 1x1 aluminum extrusions. You can see right here, the tiny thing. I have that milled down to make my own custom lead screw. Or not for lead screw. Anti-backlash. This is a 1/2 10, which means it's 1/2 inch in diameter, 10 threads per inch. It's an Acme screw. So I've been getting it together here. This is all one solid piece right now. I've got the piece for the cross section here. Right here, if my dog doesn't knock everything over. He
and you look at generations
7 months old right now. Right here I have my anti-backlash screw system, which is 2 of the 1x1s with a section cut out, 2 bolts, and bring in the center. And so
I never have.
I'm looking forward to seeing how this works.
Who serve,
and
I just hope to God
hopefully
that we never
this works out better than I hope. I'm hoping it works well.
Last guy to die for a lost cause, or to die for something.
I got in my stepper motors and electrical system.
But we're going to abandon it once you take it.
Right here is a NEMA 23 motor. It's a stepper motor hybrid from wattmotor.com. Shipped out of China. The guy was upgrading his system and put it on eBay. And saw the deal, jumped on it. I was watching a guy that has a similar situation to what I have here. And he goes, eBay, the great equalizer. You buy something wrong, you can always stick it back up on eBay and get your money back, or some of it back, and get what you need back, or get the replacement for what you need.
It truly is in that moment.
So, one stepper motor, 10-foot cable. This is
remember that.
Is that 10 feet? Anyways, it's your basic printer cable. It hooks up to the computer. See, I got 2 more of these stepper motors, 1 for each axis. And if this works well, I may expand it to another axis, more axis, so I have a rotation in the center. And probably get really overzealous, or I don't know if I'm using that word right. I can go 5, 6, 7, 8, up to 12 axes if I wish, but that's really overboard for what this project is. There you go, it's all 3 stepper motors. It's probably the driver.
It's not in the news.
This is the power source.
Not the hot topic, but You know, I
Take
think
a look, see here.
those of us that have served never will forget, and you know, people like you and you in the military are never going to forget, and we'll always appreciate it. So we certainly, you know,
We're gonna cut this
Well,
stuff
I mean,
open
I
with.
think from what I do, or at least what like-minded people like, shifting from our cover, or as it would be, as, you know, opinion hosts, to supporting those that fought it. There's really, you know, the political arguments over our ground.
Let's see here. This gentleman that packaged this up, I have to admit, did a really good job. I'm actually impressed with how much bubble wrap he used, because sometimes when things get shipped, they don't come as advertised because they get the crap beat out of them. There you go. Here's my power supply. It's all labeled. I can do 110 or 220 volts, which is good. That's actually 220. It's actually the same as my air compressor, which I'm in the process of hooking up. I have a new breaker box coming in because I'm out of slots. All the slots are taken up by my bedroom upstairs for the heaters, which I don't use, but it's good to have them there in case I need them. As long as my pipe doesn't go out here. Be the driver. If this webpage I'm setting up gets going, while I unwrap this, I'll talk. I will hopefully be looking for sponsors to help run some of this stuff. Part of my mission will be is to not only take on projects like this, but I should have grabbed scissors instead. But take on other projects like when I was in the military. I was a 45 Bravo, small arms and total artillery repairman. And part of what they taught us was a little bit of reverse engineering. Although it wasn't really true reverse engineering, just troubleshooting, getting things figured out to fix things, because, you know, small arms and towed artillery repairmen. Everything from the 9mm handgun all the way up to the M777. It's also known as the 155mm howitzer. And I tell you what, make sure you get your earplugs in when those things go off. Made that mistake twice. And you don't hear anything for about 15 seconds afterwards. Ready. And here is the driver for my CNC router. This is the driver, pretty much the brain of the situation here. So what will happen is this will be in its own separate box, possibly connect with the power inside. I'm going to have a cooling fan connected in there, and each one of these motors have these little pieces here. The connectors, connect them in, and away I go. I'm not going to connect them currently because it'll be a pain in the butt to pull it all apart to store it for a little bit. But you get the idea right here. I'll slide this back into its package for now. There's going to be a lot of editing in this tape. So, as I was saying before, part of my mission statement will be to take old machinery, old technology, kind of reverse engineer it a bit, see what I can find for documents on stuff in my time outside of the shop if I'm not playing video games. Because epic gamer, when you suffer from winter depression, the video games help pass the time. Here's that. And so I'm going to take some of these things that I will acquire along the way and reverse engineer them and see how the technology is applicable to the modern situation we have today, because there's a lot of technology we have left behind that can be easily reconfigured today to fix the problems that we have today. The reason why some of this stuff was stopped being used is technology was before its time, or it wasn't applied correctly, and hopefully I can correct some of this and hopefully turn things into, well, I'm hoping to really just turn this the technology from the past, and kind of like the shows where they buy it, flip it, and turn it into profit. I'm just hoping to buy it, flip it, and make it useful for other people outside of my basement here. I will show you more of my shop later on. Right now it is a disaster, and by disaster I mean I haven't gotten any shelves up. I'm kind of lazy about putting stuff away, and probably going to take some help from my audience here to get things straightened out. Taking a look outside there, because the water's getting high. It's up to the trees. I live on the Carabasset River. So, well, I'm going to get to work on some of this stuff here, and as things go by, and I'll turn on the camera when it's not so boring. All right, the capabilities of my shop is I have a full-size knee mill, drill press. I have two lathes. One was built in the 1930s. And the other one, it has stamped on the side, but it's covered in rust right now, so I'll have to clean that off to show you. It was built July 25th, 1863. Yeah, it's kind of odd. It was built